What's up, guys? So I saw this video on TikTok, and I wanted to kind of break it down, dissect it, and give my thoughts and reactions to it because it's very telling of modern day women, average modern day women, right? Their mindset and just how they think about the world when it comes to dating. So let's get started. Let's check it out.
A man asked me yesterday, what makes me think that a millionaire would choose to be with a woman like me, a woman who's in her 30s, I'm 34, over a young 20 something, fertile, beautiful, youthful woman? Before some of you get worked up and are like, the audacity of this man. I know that this person wasn't asking from a negative, ill-intended place because I'm intuitive psychic. I can just
Intuitive psychic. Millionaires are always looking for psychics to date. This is the thing, right? With women, that they don't understand there's certain quirks, right? That makes them so, because they're so out of the ordinary, that makes them so average compared to, let's say, to millionaires. A millionaire is not, they'd be turned off by you calling yourself a psychic, intuitive psychic.
feel the difference in the energy. There are men who will try to say these kinds of things in order to put you down and make you feel bad about yourself. And there are those that just
Wrong. In general, men that say that, right? Why would a millionaire want to be with you? Is not, and in general, I think most cases, is not to put down a woman. It's to actually put them, it's actually to bring them down into reality, not to degrade them, not to be mean and like actually put them down. It's actually to put them into, make them grounded in reality. That's why men ask a question like that. It's not to insult you, it is to wake you up, make you see reality. Because, well, I will get into more details, but it's purely to wake you up, okay? Make you grounded in reality.
to them it's just something logical and they're just spitting what they think are facts. But anyway, I went on to say, very confidently I might add, that the kind of man I'm looking for, the millionaire man of my dreams, choosing me over some young 20-something, no offense to the young women out there, okay, let me finish before you come after me. Choosing someone like me is a no-brainer because a woman in her 30s is completely different from a woman in her 20s. We have certain life experience.
Men are not attracted to life experience. They're not. In general, right? If you actually take a step back and think about it, men would actually be turned off from life experiences. A woman that has so much experience, one, she's jaded, she's done it, she's been there. There's nothing new you do with her. So let's say, maybe it's not this case, right? But let's say she's been married already. Well, the joy of marrying her, right? The freshness, the new, right, of marrying her is not the same anymore. It's not there. Or let's say if she had children already. Well, the true joy of having your first child is really not there anymore. And I'm not saying that like having subsequent child is not, but it's like it's still not the same. Okay, let's say even a woman that's gone trips to all around the world. You doing that same thing with her, it's not as special to her, and it won't make the experience with you that special. Because you think about this. How many times women complain about, oh, I've been to that restaurant so many times already. I've been there so many times already. Like when you take her women out to dates, right? She's done that. She's been there. She's, you know, or like conversations you will have, right? Don't talk about, I don't know, whatever you talk about, right? Women say, I don't want to hear this anymore because I've talked about this so many times. How many times did women say that, right? That they don't want to repeat things over and over again because it's been there, they've done that. So it's nothing new. So experience, a lot of times, is not that desirable. I'm not saying that it's all the time. Men want absolutely no experienced women, but you have to understand, you being experienced is not a quality men look for. That's not a desire. It's not like, oh my God, this woman's experienced, she's hot. No, that doesn't add to your dating market value. It doesn't necessarily hurt, but it definitely does not add to it.
We have a certain level of personal power. We know what we want. We're not playing around. We're not playing games.
Personal power. That's ridiculous. Again, that's not attractive. Know what you want. Great. You have to think about it. A woman that's in her early 30s, late 30s, whatever, in her 30s, that now knows she wants. How does she know what she wants? She's been through a lot of men. She's dated a lot of men. If she dated a lot of men, there's a high probability that she's had sex with a lot of men. So that's not a desirable trait. You should have known what you want in your 20s, right? You should have known you want monogamy, marriage, children. You should have known that. It's like, I always think it's ridiculous that women say that, okay, now that I'm in my later years, I'm 39, I'm 35, I'm 40, I know what I want now. What does you want now? Oh, I want commitment, I want marriage. So you never want that before. So if you didn't want that before, when you're early years, what do you want then? Because you're obviously not a virgin. Oh, I just had sex. I just hooked up. I just dated a lot. That is not attractive to a man. That you're not showing discernment. That you didn't show value. Because all those years that you did not focus on building yourself to be a good mate. Because you're not. Right? You being with a lot of men does not help you necessarily in being someone that's of value to a man that's wants monogamy. Okay? It's pretty much you just gaining trauma. You're just gaining experience that's needless, right? Heartbreaks, body count, sexual experiences. That's not desirable to men. And I think it's funny that women think that it is. Men are not. I'm not saying men are looking for virgins, but men are not looking for women that's been there, done that. I know how it feels. I know, I've been with multiple men, so I've been there and done that. No, men are not looking for that shit. And it just shows you that, honestly, like, again, you wanting millionaire men. Like, always gotta put it in context. Here's a modern average woman, like, looks very average, like a 5. And it doesn't show any other traits, right? Wanting a top percent man. Men that make 6 figures range about, I think, about under 5% of the population, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know it's not more than 10%. I'm pretty sure. So let's assume the millionaire 7-figure men. Well, obviously, those type of men would be under 1% of the population. So here's a woman that wants, and she's average, said no qualities that makes her 1% a woman. Because most women in her 30s will say, "Oh, I know what I want now." Okay, great. Great. All women say that, right? In their late 30s. You said nothing of value that's special. That wants a man that's like probably less than 1% of Western population. Probably not even that big in the world as well. So she wants a very, very valuable small percent of men. Still, she said nothing that makes her deserve or qualify for that type of man. Okay, I think it's ridiculous.
Games, we're not going out there. We've been done all of that. And that's not to say that young 20-something-year-olds can't be of that mindset yet. There are absolutely incredible and admirable young 20-something women on this app whose content I follow, and these women have so much more maturity and self-awareness than I did at their age. But back to my story, though.
So that doesn't that say something, right? So again, she said it herself. She said it, there's so many 20-some-year-olds that has the same qualities, maturities, all these other qualities that she said that she has now that she's in her 30s. So again, why would a man that's of value of a very small percent of the population then still want to be with you when you're in your 30s? You've been there, you've done that. Instead of getting with a 20-something-year-old who has the same qualities you mentioned, but there's a higher percent, and I'm not saying that it's an absolute, but higher percent chance that she's not been there and done that as to the same level as you have, right? Hypothetically, if a woman that's in her late 30s have dated, let's say, 15 men, there could be a chance that a woman that's in her 20s, again, nothing absolute, could probably only have dated 5 men. So that means she's less. Again, you have to understand, there's a higher probability that the more relationships you've had, the more traumatic experiences you have. So that adds to your personality, your attitude, your views on life, stuff like that, right? So the more you've been through, well, the more jaded you're more likely to become. The more attitude filled, the more hard to deal with, the more you will be hard to deal with, like I said, right? Because again, a man that's a millionaire, he is the type of man that is more than likely, not saying it, again, nothing is absolute, but more than likely, he's a man that's of the leadership quality, where he is the head of his household. He will not take no shit. He shouldn't, right? But there are men like that. Well, I mean, if that's what you want for, hopefully you get it. But in general, men of that tax bracket will have to have a certain type of personality to have gotten him where he is. So why would he not want to deal with someone who's younger, less traumatic, been through less, may be an easier follow to get on his program than a woman that's in her late 30s, in her 30s. So she said it herself. There are 20-year-olds who has the same quality she has.
What I said is, I know who I am. I know the value that I add to a man's life. And my million...
See, this is the problem with women, that they're terrible at advertising themselves. Great, you know what qualities you have. But the point is, how does the millionaire man know those qualities? How would they know it?
Her husband, because he was able to accumulate certain wealth and success, he understands the power of investing in all the right things and people in order to get a great return on investment. So my millionaire husband is going to really see all the amazing qualities that I have, the ideas, the energy that...
The ideas, energy. A man's not investing in your ideas and energy because he doesn't need your ideas. This is the thing where sometimes women say that, right? They also say that, oh, I could help you improve your business. What? Seriously, like you want to get a six-figure man, seven-figure man, and you believe you can help him expand his money? What? The delusion in there that average women, in general, average women who think this way, think that a millionaire man, a six-figure man, needs you to help him get more money. It's ridiculous. Why don't you put that attitude for average men then? Why don't you help average men out? Make them into... See, this is the thing where build with an average man then. Make him into what you're trying to talk about. This is the problem with women wanting already built men. Already built men will have a different perspective of relationship. They will have heavier discernment, and they should. She said nothing of value. She's a whole lot of whole lot of crap that don't make that it's very vague. Energy and ideas? What? Why would a man want to invest in that shit? That doesn't sound like a good return on investment.
I bring to his life and is going to know and understand that I am absolutely unique and worth the investment, worth being.
How she... It's like, again, a man asked her this question. She gave no concrete answers. What, like, let's say... She didn't even say, like, let's say I could cook and clean. Those are clear cut answers. Not necessarily like you should say those things, but those are clear cut, right? Cooking, cleaning, you know what that shit is. Energy and ideas, really? What kind of ideas would you give him? What type of energy are you talking about? You're talking about a 20-year-old. Would not give him the same kind of energy? It's ridiculous.
Chosen. I just know that when my future husband meets me, gets to know my mind, my heart, my spirit, is in my energy, he's going to be so blown away because he's going to be like, I have never met a woman like her ever. I got to lock this down. He's going to happily renounce any other woman, no matter their age, no matter their beauty, for someone like me. I was so proud of myself for being able to confidently say that to a person without...
It is funny that women are so into, and I'm not surprised, right? With her starting statement, right? The intuitive psychic. I am not surprised that she is a type of woman that I believe to, what is the empowering or the manifesting. I want to manifest the millionaire man. This is the type of woman. The type of woman that say, I want to manifest a millionaire man. That's what she looks like. That's what the type of women look like. I wish, right? I want to manifest a hourglass, beautiful, loyal woman, right? Model woman. I want to manifest that. Okay, by the exact same thing. Oh, hey, we're just talking about the delusions of modern day women in the dating market. And here's a woman that's talking that she knows that a millionaire man will want to be with her over any other woman, and she's in her late 30s. So that's what I'm just breaking down a TikTok video of this woman. So yeah, but yeah, let's continue it.
Needing to prove my worth without getting all upset about it, like how dare you and all this other crap. Like, I had a certain level of certainty, and it was beautiful to witness myself having that conversation and how I responded, how I reacted, how certain I felt of myself. And I still got more work to do. I still got to continue to own my worth. I still got to continue to love myself even more and accept myself. All this stuff, I'm going to keep working on it to the point where I deeply embody and radiate this energy, this knowing of I am worthy of the kind of man that I want, who happens to be wealthy. I'm saying this to you because it's something to think about for you. Man or woman, take this however it applies to you. If someone were to ask you what makes you worthy of being chosen by the kind of person that you're looking for, how would you answer that? Would you be confident? Would you be at a loss for words? How would you answer this? And the more confidently you can answer, the more certain of yourself that you are, the more that you know you're in alignment. And if you're not that confident, it's okay. It's something to work on within yourself so you can get yourself there. Anyway, I hope that this helped. Bye.
And that's the thing where I think this is the danger of modern day dating. This is dangerous. I believe this is dangerous for modern day women. This way of thinking, the attitude of manifesting a man. I'm going to manifest a millionaire. But how am I going to manifest it, right? Why am I worthy of a millionaire? Because of my attitude, because my energy, right? My energy is what a millionaire wants. That's what, right? A millionaire is not going to want a 20-year-old young woman. No. Because of my energy, my ideas, a millionaire is going to want me when I'm in my late 30s. That's the danger. Because you're deluding yourself. So now that she's in her early 30s, right? She's 34. She's having this attitude later in her life. Imagine that attitude will continue on into, let's say, her 40s. I still believe that millionaire man's gonna want me. Why does he want me? Because of my energy. Because I've been there, I've done that, right? He's gonna want me. A millionaire man is gonna want me. I'm gonna manifest him because he's gonna want my ideas. He's gonna want my energy. He's gonna want my attitude. Such vague, ideas. Such vague things. Such vague qualities. But this is what women are believing. This is what women believe high value men of certain tax brackets want. Average women. These are average women. How many videos have you seen on TikTok? All these things. Average women. Women that, they look like a 5, look like a 6. They don't look terrible, but they don't look anything special. Saying that I want a 6-figure man. Here's a woman that wants a 7-figure man. And what do they say that these men want? They don't even know what these men want. They say what these men want is just that they want me. They're going to want me. When they find me, when these millionaire men find me, they're going to want me. That's it. It's just because I'm confident. Because I know I'm going to get it. Because I deserve it. I deserve 6-figure men. I deserve millionaire men. And I think that's dangerous. Dangerous way of thinking, because that's going to lead you to being alone and single. Having your standards be unrealistic. Let's say this, right? It is true that not all millionaire men, right? Men of 6-figure all are dating young women. But what is also true, right? Instead, if they're not dating younger, more than likely, these type of men are dating within the same bracket. Maybe not necessarily the same tax bracket, but could be, right? They could be dating a lawyer, right? A woman that's making 6 figures. They could be dating a doctor. Or they could be dating a woman that's come from a wealthy family. It's because it's within their circle. These type of men, millionaire men, especially men of the 7-figure tax bracket, are dating and more than likely marrying. If these men are already 7-figure men, millionaire men, they're more than likely to date and marry women within their circle, right? Like I said, maybe celebrities, maybe doctors, lawyers, maybe, like I said, women born from wealthy families. And that is the problem that women are deluding themselves in. And I think that's the danger. That is, it just goes to show that a lot of men always say that average women do not want average men. They are attracted to the top percent of men. And great, that's what you want. But this is the reality that men are facing. And a lot of it is because this is the reality that women are creating. And I think this is the delusion of modern day women. And it is the destruction of the dating market. Because, like I said, here's an average woman. And I believe a lot of women are sharing this type of view, right? They're sharing this type of idea that I want a six-figure man. Remember, average medium income for men in the U.S. alone, it's about $50K. So I think a good chunk of men make about, let's say 40 to maybe $70K a year, right? That's a good chunk of the U.S. population of men. And now she just shitted on practically most men. If you're not a millionaire, you don't necessarily qualify for my average self. And again, let's see the danger if men were thinking like this, because I don't think most men do, right? Most men don't think, oh my God, I think a supermodel, and I think it's dangerous for men thinking like that, right? It is very unhealthy and very, very dangerous for men to delude themselves like women do. Oh my God, I think I deserve this type of woman. I'm going to manifest this woman. When this woman finds me, right? When she sees me, she's going to want me because of my energy, right? Because of whatever, right? Because of my ideas, because I feel like this, because she's a queen to me. She's going to want me. She's going to how many cases, right? Let's think about this, right? The stalkers, men that are like the dangerous men that are in society, right? Men maybe like the incel shit like that, thinking that the top percent of women, because this is basically incel talk, right? Where the supermodel, the gorgeous cheerleader, she's gonna want me because I deserve it. I'm gonna manifest it. She's going to want me because I'm confident in her wanting me. Like, imagine a man, right? If this was reverse and a man was saying this about, I don't know, name a woman, right? A supermodel woman, I don't know. Name a celebrity, name a cheerleader, right? Instagram model, whatever. If he was saying that, right, she's gonna want me because I deserve her. Because I'm better than these other men. These not the younger attractive men, but I'm better than these muscular men, these tall men, these richer men. I'm better than them. See the craziness of that. But no, if it's a woman saying shit like that, women are all for it. They support that shit. They support women living in the delusion, and I think that's dangerous. So, anyway, just something that I think that's very amazing. I mean, I think it's very interesting to break down and talk about, because this is the danger right now. Of the dating market, of women, of how women think. But I don't know. What do you guys think? That's it. I thought it was cool, so I thought it was interesting. But that's it. Later, guys.